People resist change. I can ask that in the boardroom or senior C-suite of almost any company I work with, and if leaders were honest, they would raise their hand. Yes, true, people resist change. And by the way, if that is the case, then that means the role of you as leaders all day long is to push people, because otherwise nothing would ever get done. But I want to suggest an alternative hypothesis. I want to suggest the problem with this statement is it really isn't true. Let me tell you a little bit about what we know about the neuroscience of change. We know, in fact, that our brains are hardwired for routine, but excited by change. Here's what I mean by that. Just like a computer, our brain has a very small working memory and a big hard drive. Therefore, almost all of our decisions are downloaded to the hard drive so that the working memory can be saved for the really important decisions. If you doubt that for a minute, that about 80% of the decisions you make every day are made by the hard drive, not by the working memory, think about this. How many of you have ever been driving in a car for an hour on a freeway? Let's say you're really distracted about something, and about an hour into the ride, you almost come to your senses and realize you've not been paying attention for an hour. You ever had that experience, right? And you think, how did I not die, right? And the reason you didn't die is very simple. Your working memory was not driving the car. Your subconscious brain was driving the car while your working memory was distracted. We are hardwired for routine, but excited by change. By the way, every time new information comes to us as a human being, you meet a new person, you get new information, you have a new experience, go to a city you've never been to before. Every time our brain sees new information on a computer screen or in our life, we get a shot of happy chemicals, dopamine and other chemicals. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Why would the brain give us a shot of happy chemicals when we see something new? Well, if you think about it, it's because that new information may change our behavior in the future. As a neuroscientist from Harvard said to me, if you're in the savannah of Africa in our early evolution and you go around a bush and there's a lion when you didn't expect a lion, important information. If you go around the bush and there's something you could have for lunch that you didn't expect, very important, new information. So our brains are hardwired to be excited by change, but to be hardwired for routine. And so if you think about it, we don't really resist change. What we resist are breaking our current habits. So as a leader, we have to ask, if people don't resist change, they're just hardwired for routine, what is actually true? Here's my alternative hypothesis. My alternative hypothesis is that people don't resist change. They resist change for which they see no purpose, or in which they feel like victims, like the change is being done to them instead of through them.